Hello and welcome to datasciencebrews.com. In this video, I want to talk about creating Python variables and assigning values to Python variables. This video is for Python newbies, so if you are a seasoned Python programmer, I would recommend you to skip this one and move on. To create a Python variable, all you need to do is specify the variable name and then assign a value to it. Now, the way I'd like to think of it is a variable name is equal to value. I also like to think of it as a name is equal to an object. Now, while assigning variables in Python, there are certain rules. So let's look at a few of them. Equal to sign. Python uses the equal to sign to assign values to variables. There is no need to declare a variable in advance or to assign a data type to it. When I assign a value to a variable, it means we have declared the variable with that value and the data type. There is no way to declare a variable without assigning it an initial value. Also, the variable assignment works from left to right. Let's create variables in Python. I've opened my Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to create an integer variable followed by a floating point variable, then a string, a Boolean variable, and a null or empty data type. Okay, let's begin. I create a variable a and assign a value 2. Now I create a variable b and assign let's say a random value 8796595. Now I'm going to print a and print b and then going to hit Control Enter. I get the values 2 and the value of b, which is 8796595. Now let's create a floating point variable. Let's start with a decimal variable which everyone is aware of. Let's say pi. Now I create a variable pi and assign a value which you all know 3.14 to it. And now I'm going to print that variable in the Jupyter Notebook. So I'm going to say print pi and hit Control Enter. And I get the value 3.14. Now let's start with creating a string variable. A string is a group of text characters like what we have discussed in the previous video. Now we have C, which is a variable, and I assign a value equal to Spider-Man to it. Now I print the value of C and we get the value Spider-Man. Now let's create a Boolean variable. A Boolean variable is true or false. Let's create a variable D and assign a value true to it. Notice that true over here is camel cased. Now I print the value of D and we get the value true. Now let's create a null or an empty data type in Python. I'm going to create a variable, call it E, so that's my variable name or a name, and then I'm going to assign a value none to it. Well, none is also an object, so I've assigned a value none. Now I'm going to say print E and Python gives me the output as none. Now one thing that we have to remember, and this was discussed, was that variable assignment works from left to right. So if I say 0 equals to some name of a variable equal to, say, let's say f, I'm going to get a syntax error, and Python does not like it. It says it can't assign to literal. So remember that variable assignment works from left to right. Alright, that's all for this video. If you want more videos, or if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate your comments to make this channel much more informative. Until then, ciao.